Good morning, my dear student. How are you all? I hope you are all well by the grace of Almighty. I'm also well. This is Khosruzzaman from Milestone Preparatory KG School before you. Today, I'm gonna take your English class. My dear student, today's topics are WS question and rearrangements of sentence. So, take your copy and CLP book. My dear student, can you tell me what was your previous lesson? Yes, my dear student, your previous lesson was short composition. What short composition? Yes, a short composition about the Liberation War Museum. My dear student, the name of this short composition may be a field trip or your visit to the Liberation War Museum. So my dear student, have you prepared your lesson? Yes. Okay. Who can tell me what is the Liberation War Museum? Yes, the Liberation War Museum is at Agargaon, Dhaka. Yes, my dear student. Thank you for learning your previous lesson. My dear student, now we'll practice WS questions. So my dear student, already you have known all the rules and regulations of making WS questions in the previous class. Today is revision class. So some of the rules and regulations of making WS question will be discussed today. Okay. So my dear student, we know that for making WS questions, we have to follow some rules and regulations. We have to follow some steps. And the step number 1 is you have to select the WS word at first. What WS word will be used for that questions? Okay. So my dear student, how will you select the WS word? And we all know that if the underlined word indicate person, WS word will be who. If the underlined word indicate person and if it is in the object, then WS word will be whom. If the underlined word indicate person and it indicates the possessive case, then WS word will be whose. If the underlined word indicate place, WS word will be where. If the underlined word indicates purpose and cause, then WS word will be why. If the underlined word indicate duration, then age, distance, quality, then WS word will be how much, how many, how far, how old, how far, etc. So my dear student, so at first we have to select the WS word. So my dear student, and the first step is, what does the underlined word indicate? Okay. So here you can see, if the underlined word is in the subject, if the underlined word is in the subject, then the structure will be like this. Okay. So here you can see, grains give us energy. So look at the underlined word at first. So what can you see? The underlined word? Yes, grains is the underlined word. And what does the underlined word indicate? Yes, this indicates things. So WS word will be what? So my dear student, we know that if the WS word is used instead of the subject, then after writing the WH word, all the words of the sentence will be written after that, and question mark should be given. Okay, this is very easy. So at first write here what, and I have told you that all the rest of the words of the sentence will be written. So give us energy. So write here give us energy, and at last question mark should be given. Okay, second one, the hare went to sleep. So at first what you have to do? Yes, look at the underlined word. Yes, the underlined word is the hare, and it indicates person, and we know that if the underlined word indicates person, WH word will be what? Yes, who. And after writing the WH word, all the rest of the sentence will be written. Then went to sleep. WEA, went to sleep, and question mark should be given. Third one, football is liked by Rathul. So here look at the underlined word football, and what does the underlined word indicate? Yes, it's name of a sport. So my dear student, so WH word will be what? Right here, what? And what will be? Rest of the words of the sentence will be written. Okay, right? Is liked by Rathul, and question mark should be given. So my dear student, you have to remember that if the underlined word is in the subject and it indicates the things, WH word will be what, and if the underlined word indicates person, WH word will be who. Okay, and if we write the WH word instead of the subject, then after writing the WH word, all the words of the sentence will be written, and at last question mark should be given. Okay, remember that. Okay, my dear student, step number 2, if the underlined word is any places of the sentence after the verb, after writing the WH word, we have to see is there any auxiliary verb in the sentence or not. If yes, then auxiliary verb will be written after the WH word. Then subject, then question mark. That means then the structure will be like this: WH word, auxiliary verb, and subject. Here you can see Mashuk is 10 years old. So I have told you earlier that at first you have to look at the underlined words. So look at the underlined word 10 years. So what does the underlined word indicate? It indicates age. We know that if the underlined word indicate age, WH word will be how old. Okay, so write how old. How old. Then what? Auxiliary verb. And after writing the WH word, you have to see is there any auxiliary verb in the sentence or not. Look at the sentence. Mashuk is 10 years old. Is there any auxiliary verb in the sentence? Yes, my dear student, we know that the auxiliary verbs are am, is, are, was, were, have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must. So these are the auxiliary verb. Okay, my dear student. So you have to say is there any auxiliary verb in the sentence. Okay, so here you can see is the auxiliary verb. Okay, so after writing the WH word, you have to write the auxiliary verb. So right here is how old. Then the subject of the sentence, that means here subject Mashuk, that means how old is Mashuk, and question mark should be given at last. Next, Mr. Rashidul Islam is a banker. So my dear student, look at the underlined words. Here you can see a banker. What does the underlined word indicate? It indicates a profession, and we know that if the underlined word indicate profession, then the WH word will be what? So right here, what? So I've said that after writing the WH word, you have to see is there any auxiliary verb in the sentence or not. Here you can see. Can you see, is there any auxiliary verb in the sentence? Yes, my dear student, is here an auxiliary verb. So right here, auxiliary verb, what is? Then the subject of the sentence, that means Mr. Rashidul Islam. Right here, Mr. Rashidul Islam. Then question mark should be given. Okay. My dear student, the structure number 3. So my dear student, if the underlined word is after the verb any places of the sentence, then the first structure I have shown you. The second structure is, so here you can see WH word, auxiliary verb, subject plus main verb. That means if the sentence is auxiliary verb with main verb, then the structure will be like this. Here you can see he is writing a letter. Okay, so here look at the underlined word, a letter. Okay, so what does the underlined word indicate? Okay, a thing. Okay, so WH word will be what. So right here at first what, then you have to find out is there any auxiliary verb in the sentence or not. Find out. Yes, is there any auxiliary verb? Yes, is here an auxiliary verb, so you have to write is. What is? Then third step, first step WH word, second step auxiliary verb, third step what? Subject of the sentence. Then he. What is he? Then the subject of the sentence he, then main verb of the sentence, that means this is the main verb. So right here, writing. Then question mark should be given. So the question is, what is he writing? Okay. Next, the birds were sitting in the tree. So look at the underlined word. Yes, the underlined word indicate a place. So what WH word will be used? Yes, where. So right here, where, WHERE. So where. Then you have to find out, is there any auxiliary verb in the sentence? Yes, where is an auxiliary verb here. So right here, where. Where, okay. Then the subject of the sentence, the birds. So right here, the birds. The birds. Then what? The main verb of the sentence. So the birds are sitting. So here sitting is the main verb in this sentence. So you have to write sitting. Then what? Question mark should be given. So the question is, where were the birds sitting? Okay. So my dear student, now in step number 4 and 5, we'll learn that if there is no auxiliary verb in the sentence, then what we have to do, how we will make the WH question. Okay. So my dear student, if there is no auxiliary verb in the sentence, then we have to bring 3 auxiliary verbs: do, does, or did. If the verb is in the first form, then we have to bring did as an auxiliary verb. And if the verb is in the present form, then we have to bring do or does. If is or yes is added with the verb, we have to take does, otherwise do. So first thing you have to remember that if the auxiliary verb is in the first form, then auxiliary verb will be taken did. Okay. So now let's see the first rule. WH what? Did as an auxiliary verb, then subject, then V1, then question mark. So look at the first sentence. My father worked in a fish farm. My father worked in a fish farm. So look at the underlined word at first, in a fish farm. Okay. So here you can see it's indicate a place. So WH word will be what? Yes, WH word will be where. So right here where. Then I have said you that you have to find out, is there any auxiliary verb in the sentence or not. Here you can see there is no auxiliary verb in the sentence. Then you have to bring 3 auxiliary verbs, do, does, or did. Then you have to think, which one will I take for this sentence? Then you have to look at the verb. Okay, only look at the verb. If the verb is in the past tense, then you have to take did. So here you can see the verb is in the first form. So right here did. Then what? Where did? Then the subject of the sentence, my father. And you know that instead of my father, you have to write your father. Okay, instead of my, pronoun will be your. So your father. So where did your father? Then the present form of the verb. V1 means present form of the verb. Then work. Then question mark should be given. Okay, that means where did your father work? Okay, my dear student. Now look at the next sentence. Shoikut Islam lives in Bagura. So look at the underlined word in Bagura. It indicates place. So WH what will be taken? Yes, where. So right here where. Then you have to find out, is there any auxiliary verb in the sentence? Yes, can you see? Yes, no auxiliary verb here. So you have to take do, does, or did. Then you have to think, which one will I take? Do, does, or did? Then look at the verbs. Okay, here you can see verb is in the present. If the verb is in the present, then you have to take do or does. If the verb is in the present form, then you have to take do or does. If the is or yes is added with the verb, then you have to take does, otherwise do. So here you can see is added with the verb, so you have to take does. So where does? Then subject Shoikut Islam. Shoikut Islam. Then the V1, that means V1 present form of the verb live, only live will be used here, live. And the question mark at last. So where does Shoikot Islam live? Okay. Now third one. I watch cartoons on TV every day. Okay. So look at the underline word. Underline word is every day. It indicates the time, and we know that if the underlined word indicate time, the WH word will be when. So write here when, write WHEN when. Then you have to see, is there any auxiliary verb in the sentence? No auxiliary verb is in the sentence. Then you have to take do or does or did. Then you have to look at the verb. Here you can see verb in the present form, and no s or es is added with the verb. So you have to take do as an auxiliary verb. So write here do. When do, then subject of the verb. So subject sentence, subject here I, and you know that instead of I pronoun you have to take you. So when do you, right here you, then main verb of the sentence, that watch, W-A-T-C-H, watch. When do you watch? Then cartoons, okay, C-A-R, cartoons, okay, cartoons on, then TV, okay, and question mark should be given. So the question is, when do you watch cartoons on TV? Okay, my dear student. Next topics, rearrangements of sentences. So my dear student, here assertive sentence, structure 1, subject plus verb plus object or extension. Okay, my dear student. So now rearrange the sentence. At first you have to find out the subject from the jumble words. Here you can see watched, Raju, firefighters, the. So you have to think that in subject always noun or pronoun will be written. Always you have to think that in subject noun or pronoun will be written. So if you see in the jumble words that noun or pronoun, then you have to think those words will be subject. Okay. So here you can see watched, verb, Raju, noun, firefighters is also noun, and the. So my dear student, firefighters is a profession. So here you can write here Raju, then verb watched, okay, to observed carefully. So Raju watched whom? Raju watched whom? The firefighters. The firefighters. Raju watched the firefighters. So my dear student, one thing you have to remember, that the first letter of the first word always will be capital letters. So you have to careful for using the punctuation marks. Okay. So next one, structure 2, subject plus do not, does not or did not, verb 1, object or extension. So here you can see does, do, not, or homework, Sami regularly heeds. So how will you make the meaningful sentence from these jumble words? So here you can see Sami is a noun. So write here Sami. Sami, then what? Regularly here does, do, not, homework, that means Sami does not do, Sami does not do what? His homework regularly. My dear student, Now we'll learn the structures of interrogative sentence. We know that interrogative sentence is a sentence which asks questions about anything. Okay, so here you can see structure 1, do, does or did, then subject plus main verb plus object or extension, then question marks. So here you can see play, do, sports, any, you. So at first we'll take the auxiliary verb do, then subject you, do you, then the main verb. Here main verb play, do you play, then any sport, and at last question marks. Structure number 2, at first WH word, auxiliary verb, subject or main verb. So here you can see if there is any WH word in the sentence, then you have to think that the sentence will be started with the WH word. So here you can see how. So write at first how. How. Here do you have school go to, that means how, then auxiliary verb do, how do, then subject you, how do you, then main verb go, how do you go, then where, to school, then question mark, how do you go to school. So my dear student, the structures of imperative sentence are like this. At first main verb, do not, never, please or verb, object or at last full stop. You have to remember that in imperative sentence at last full stop should be given. Okay, and interrogative sentence question mark should be given. Assertive sentence full stop should be given at last. So you have to remember. So here you can see a glass water of please give me. So the sentence here you can see in imperative sentence please can be right at the first. So please, then comma, then give me a glass of water. So please give me a glass of water. Okay, my dear student. Then me work late do the. So here if you see the late verb in the sentence, that you will take it at first late, then objective form of the pronoun, that means me, let me, then main verb do, then the, then work, let me do the work. Now optative sentence. So the structures will be like this: may, then subject, verb, object or extension, and at last full stop should be given. Okay, happy life in may you be. Okay, write at first may, then subject you, may you, then be verb, then may you be, then happy in life. This sentence you can write you may be happy in life, you may be happy in life. So my dear student, you may be happy in life, this is assertive sentence, but if you write may you be happy in life, then it will be optative sentence. Okay. The next sentence, Prime Minister live long hour. So this sentence can be write like this way. Our Prime Minister sorry. So here will be long live, L-O-N-G, long live our Prime Minister. Long live our Prime Minister. Okay, my dear student. Now we'll learn the exclamatory sentence. My dear student, exclamatory sentence is a sentence which expresses the speaker's sudden feelings, emotion, surprise, pleasure, delight, sorrow or pain. And the structures are here. You can see first one, how plus adjective or adverb, then subject plus verb, then exclamation mark should be given. Okay, this is called exclamation mark. Okay, my dear student. So rearrange the sentence. So at first you have to find out the how. Okay, so here you can see how, right here, how. Then adjective or adverb, here you can see adjective beautiful, then write beautiful. How beautiful. Then the subject, that means the bird. How beautiful the bird, then the verb is, and exclamation sign. How beautiful the bird is. Second one, at first what plus a or an plus adjective or noun, then subject plus verb, and at last exclamation sign. So Canada, a country nice, what is. So the sentence, meaningful sentence will be what, then a nice, then country, Canada, then verb, then exclamation sign. What a nice country Canada is. So yes, look at the underlined word, for an hour, duration of the time. So WS question will be how long. Yes, how long. Then yes, did, as the verb in the first form. How long did, then subject he, then present form of the verb, yes. How long did he sleep? Then question mark. So my dear student, these two rearrangements. So make meaningful sentence from these jumble words. Play I too like football. So what will be the correct sentence? Yes, I like to play football. Thank you for being with me. Okay, my dear student. My dear student, we are at the last session of the class. Now it is time to give you homework. Your homework is 5 WS question and 5 rearrangements of sentence. 5 WS question are A guide was waiting for us. They took his voyage. I like playing football. They had a small voyage. Shima is at home today. And 5 rearrangements. 1. Clock at look the. Dresses she makes. You wait I for will. Is earth around the. Became they friends. So my dear student, you will do the homework properly and correctly and submit it to your concerned teacher. See you again. Allah Hafiz.